Good morning, good morning, good morning. And welcome back to Aorzia. How are we doing? Welcome back. We're back in Final Fantasy XIV. Just in time for patch 7.4. Good morning. Good morning, Impale. Thank you for the check-ins. For sure. That. How are y'all doing? Thank you for the early ghosty as well. Yes, welcome. We're back. We're back. Look at this guy. We haven't seen him in a minute. Look at this guy. Here he is. Here he be. Hey, Books. How you doing? Yeah, I'm part of the dual format beta, so I'm testing out their vertical stuff now. So I actually have ATOM set up. Yeah, chat's over my face at the moment. I'm trying to decide whether I want chat over the game or chat over my face. There's not like a really awesome option. I'm also playing around with where I want the game to be. Vertical's just a little awkward for gaming content, I think. I'm still figuring it out. But yeah, I'm part of their the Twitch's dual format thing. How are you doing today, Bucks? Good to see you. Yeah, on mobile, if you rotate to horizontal on your phone, it should go to the standard like horizontal layout, like the full screen version. I believe is the way it's supposed to work. I'll be honest with you, I haven't actually tested it locally. I believe that's the way it's supposed to work. We're still playing with it. I've tried a few things. Yeah, but then typing in chat sucks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you gotta do like weird stuff to type in horizontal, right? When you're on the phone or on mobile. Yeah, I know why Twitch is doing it, and it makes sense for me to also be testing it. But it is a little awkward. There's learning learning curve. Yeah, I've been doing their beta. I'm technically in the 2K beta too, the 1440p beta. But I can't do all of those at once. I can't 2K and mobile and stream to YouTube. I can't do all those. I don't have the bandwidth. I have the hardware. I don't have the bandwidth. So I'm just doing 1080p and then the dual format. We'll see how it goes. Not many people have 1440p anyway, so doesn't seem super necessary. More people have phones than have 1440p. Yeah, I'm figuring stuff out. I've had people say that I should stretch the game, like do the full screen game on the layout where you would only see like basically my character with the rest of it being cut off. And I've had people be like, just zoom the entire horizontal into the vertical layout. But then it's super tiny and you can't see anything. I'm doing like half and half. Hill, welcome in as well. How are you doing? I'm one who thinks vertical format sucks. Kind of end up with worse video gameplay and the streamer. Yeah, I'm sort of in the same boat. I'm testing it out, and if it inspires people to, you know, check the channel out and decide to jump over to the horizontal or whatever, then that's good. Yeah, I'm not putting like an enormous amount of effort into the vertical thing, especially right now when I don't know if it does a whole lot. Dang it, I still didn't update that message. Yes, welcome, Kill. Everybody check out Kill's podcast. Since the shout out isn't shouting out what I want it to shout out. He's got a new podcast. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Thank you for hanging out, Books, though. I know you're a busy boy. Hope work's going well, and congratulations on coming up on your first year of streaming. I saw your message. Definitely gonna be highly experimental for a while. Yeah. I mean, if it results in them adding like a feed where it, you know, the discoverability goes up for streamers, and maybe it'll be worth, but we'll see. It's still in beta. They're still playing with it. So I just figured I'd test it out. Does this new update have new quests? Yes, there is some new MSQ. You can see up in the top left if you're on the horizontal. It's actually cut off on the vertical. In the top left, we've got new. We do have new MSQ. Got a bunch of new stuff. This is a fairly major patch. I wanted to hop back in. We have new MSQ. We have unlocked glam, which means I can now do. Let's say I want my red mage to dress like a dragoon. Boom. I can do that now. Do that now. I don't know if I will, but I could. But now you have reason to, like, stash a bunch of stuff. Cool. We're gonna go back to this for now. Hopefully no more of that crazy dude or bunnies. That crazy dude. You gotta you gotta narrow it down a little bit on that one, Gil. I don't know where the MSQ is going. Taking a content creation vacation. Oh yeah, I heard about that. To retool for 2026. Let's go. Yeah, you kind of killing it over there, Mr. Books. Super happy for you. And yeah, you deserve a vacation. You definitely deserve a vacation. Nothing wrong with that. And also props for taking a vacation when you need it. Too many streamers and content creators, sure, the same thing, like, do not, like, they're hyper paranoid about taking vacations or any time off. They're like, if I'm not there, I'm not streaming, I'm not making content, people will forget me. And then what'll I do? Just if you build it, they will come. just communicate. Going nonstop is a good way to burn out. Good way to burn out. Some feedback for Twitch on the mobile side. Adding is not showing me who I'm adding, and emotes aren't showing my chat bubble as I type. Weird. Okay. And yeah, this is you're obviously on the mobile app. Okay. I marked it on my OBS, and it'll make a clip of that just so I can partially just so I can remember. Thank you, books. Oh, I can shoot them the feedback. Vacation is essential. If you're forgotten because of taking a week, you're building your community wrong. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I don't have a stream deck, but I do have a numpad, so I have some shortcuts that I can do. I used to have this shortcut only make a marker, but it turns out I'm terrible at going back and looking at markers. So now I have it make a marker and make a clip. So much more obvious for me to check stuff out. I can always just delete the things later. Yeah, thank you. Alaric, on to the next plumbing call? For sure. Thank you for the alaric, Mr. Books. Good luck with your work. I hope it goes smoothly. Thank you again for stopping by and the feedback on the mobile side. We shall see you when we see you. Today's going to be pretty chill. We're just coming back to 14 after a while, so I'm going to take it slow. We're going to banter a lot. And then eventually we'll do the MSQ. We'll do the new MSQ. But, you know. How are we this morning? Yeah, we haven't played 14 in a while, so I've got to play a little catch up. I know they've changed Red Mage slightly, according to the patch notes. I don't think it's anything that I'll even like notice. It was a change like manification, I think, something like that. Probably won't even be something I notice because I'm not really an optimal player. We'll see. Yeah. Let's see. Other things that we're in before, we got like new dungeons. I think there's a bunch of new like activities and stuff to do. Probably part of the MSQ stuff. Well, we'll see that when we see it. Words on stream. No, that's a different plugin. I didn't do a whole lot yesterday, but in fact I should. I need to just go in and into like my Google Calendar or stuff or something and like set stuff, like set an actual schedule up. Maybe that'll help me get stuff done, because it's too easy for me to lose track or just actively forget things. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Something that I could try. I've been very slacking on my content creation outside of the stream itself. So I need to figure that one out. Oh, look at that guy. Get him. They won't let me jump over there, huh? Yeah, And then we're still working on the mobile stuff. We are live over on the YouTube side too, where it and in vertical on the YouTube side. That one I'm not using my overlay for. That's just a YouTube feature that I just toggle on. So we're trying that out too. Theoretically, that means the stream goes into the shorts feed, so people can do that. Yes. Be fun. What should we do first? Still trying to get reacclimated. TBH. Yeah, I forgot I was doing all the I had stuff that I was doing before we stopped. That's been a while. I think we were doing like Hildebrand and everything, but now we have MSQ to do. I guess we can do if everyone's ready. We could go check out the new MSQ, the new main scenario quest. Always ready. Always watching. That wasn't her voice at all. Fair enough. Yeah, let's just dive into it. Let's see what's up. I have no idea how much new MSQ there is. Probably some. There's definitely some. Probably a decent bit. It's been a while since we've had some MSQ. Oh. I gotta keep caught up. Keep being caught up. Because we're actually caught up and everything. Yeah. Let's see. I don't expect the stream will like super pop off, because when I started the stream there were 20,000 people watching Final Fantasy XIV. I didn't look through the directory, but does not bode well for our hero in the whole stream directory thing on Twitch. What's MSQ? Multi-sequential quandaries. Nailed it. That's it. That's what MSQ stands for. How you doing, Chryso? Have you played the MSQ yet, Chryso? Are you caught up? That would be impressive, since, you know, it just dropped. It's the stuff they cook Chinese food with that makes everything taste amazing. I think that's a different weird curly letter at the end. But you know, close enough. Close enough. Nope. Working today. Had to be responsible. Fair. Very fair. Very fairy. But don't feel like you have to. Feel like you have to watch if you don't want to get spoiled. You don't want to get spoiled, Chryso. I won't feel bad. Now, if you want to just keep the channel up and just mute the tab and do your work, that's fine. Never gonna argue with that. Love my lurkers. But this game isn't MMO, you have main story guests. Yo, I love that. I love it. A lot of fun. I actually had Chinese food this weekend. It was so good. So good. I got my my beef with broccoli, which is my go-to. It's like I assume y'all have something similar in the UK, but beef with broccoli is like, it's what it says on the tin. Usually beef, broccoli, occasionally some other vegetables, and then rice with like a sauce. Couldn't tell you what the sauce is. Varies from place to place. But with sauce, it's my go-to. It's my Chinese go-to. I had some. I also got some spring rolls, and then I also got some lo mein for like a second meal the day after. So I had food for like Saturday and Sunday. Good. It was good. And it's also a 2-minute walk from my apartment. So bonus. Let's take the legally distinct transporter. All right. Of course, we're in Cyberland. We're in Solution 9. I guess that's where we're picking up the quest. I think there was something I wanted to mention before we got started. Certainly, it's in my brain. Oh, for those wondering, this is part of my ongoing project to find some static / quote unquote main games, like some stable games, maybe stable games. That makes sense, or that we can play like consistently as I play others, as I work through my my playthroughs of often unnecessarily long JRPGs and such. So we've got PoE, we've got PoE 1. I attempted PoE 2. Turns out my computer will not stream PoE 2 in its current state, and in my computer's, both the game's current state and my computer's current state. It just won't do it. I think it's overwhelming my my 3080 Ti to try to stream it. I can play it fine. I can play PoE 2 fine. When I try to stream it, OBS poops itself. Looks like it's either maxing out my looks like it's either like maxing out my RAM or like my actual like card bandwidth. Because I have an NVIDIA GPU, so it shouldn't be like the actual encoding. That's the problem. But I think it's like overwhelming my either my RAM or my bandwidth, because I get rendering frame drops in OBS when I try to stream it. Could also be CPU, but I have a really beefy CPU for streaming, so unless they're doing some real funky stuff, that one's unlikely. Like my 5900X should stream pretty much anything. I have lots of cores to play with. My 3080 Ti is a little long in the tooth nowadays. Still a great card. I might be able to do PoE2 if I could change the resolution, because I play in 4K, but the game won't let me. Like, I should probably do a bug thing, because I literally can't change the resolution in PoE2. If I try, like, I usually play in windowed full screen because it makes it streaming easier. But if I switch to full screen and then try to change the resolution, which is the only way to change the resolution, it literally crashes the game. You change the resolution in INI. Oh, it'll let me try kill. I can set it to like 1080p, but when I do, it crashes the game after like 15 seconds. Consistently. I don't know why. I don't know why. I need to see if it's like, I need to isolate it. I need to play with it some more. It seems like it's screwing with my monitor when it does that. Like, it's not just changing the game resolution, it's like changing like my monitor resolution, which makes like everything go funky, and then it freaks out, and then it crashes. Like, it took me genuinely like half an hour after the aborted stream on Friday to get the game like running again. Because I had to load it up and then like speed run going to change the settings back to like the windowed full screen. So, but I did manage it. Like I said, I can play the game fine. Not ideal. Yeah, there's nothing more than I hate. There's nothing I hate more than games setting the actual system resolution. That's why I tend to run most things borderless. Me too. But you can't like, in most cases, you can't like you can't change the resolution in borderless full screen. So maybe I could try running it in like windowed, like actively windowed mode, and just deal with the fact that I'm playing a modern game in a window, which feels like a mess. Maybe that would work, and then maybe I can stream it. Because obviously, if I can reduce the resolution, it'd obviously reduce the GPU load. So that would make it viable. I don't know, something to play with. I would like to be able to stream it occasionally, because as I said, I'm trying to find some through games, some stable games. Yeah, it seems like it's screwing with my actual my actual monitor resolution when I change it, which is not the way that's supposed to work. Used to be an awful issue on Linux where many games would default to full screen 600 by 480 and change the resolution of that too. Oh no. Yeah, that's so good. Play it in windowed mode. There's an app called Borderless Full Screen that'll virtually full screen it. Useful for games that crash from alt tabbing. Interesting. Okay. Something to look at. Yeah, I can try some stuff, because like I said, I'd like to be able to stream it occasionally. I would like it. I could show y'all my Ice Wolf. My Ice Wolf. I'm doing a hybrid spellcaster / shape-shifting wolf druid. Werewolf druid. Pretty fun. It's pretty fun. If I try, you can't actually see it. Or if I try to stream it, you can actually see it. But yeah. But getting back to the actual point, this is another of those games that I'm trying to weave in to that. It's a little weird to have, or to be working on a stable game but have it be multiple games, so I don't know how that's going to actually work in practice. But we'll try this for a little bit and see how it does, both for y'all and for me. we'll go from there. Go from there. If it doesn't work, maybe it'll be the stable game will just be PoE, and I'll just be doing random PoE nonsense in the off time. Because PoE sort of dies off after a couple of months, after a league start. And we'll see. We'll play with it. We'll play around with it, because most games do. Most like live servicey / continually updated games tend to, surge and ebb depending on patch cycles and the like. So I don't know. We'll figure something out. I do think it helps to have a consistent game, especially while I'm playing like longer playthroughs. But we shall see. I don't remember where we were in the story. But they want us to talk to Alpha now. So I guess like 30-second spoiler warning incoming for the Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail post patch content. This is the brand new stuff, literally just dropped. So if you don't want to see it, I of course understand if you hide. I'd love if you keep the stream up, but you don't have to keep me in the foreground. I don't even think you need to keep the volume on, but if you want to be safe, you can always mute the tab instead of muting the actual stream. Yeah. Let's see what's up, shall we? Alpha, no. I know it's been a minute, and you're like, where did you go? I was somewhere. Alright. Let's go. I do miss this game a little bit. I also do not remember my voices for any characters. I should have written that down. But maybe they'll talk for me.
Every day, more and more people regain their memories of their lost loved ones. No longer will beings like Calix be able to manipulate their fear and ignorance as he once did. That being the case, Alize and I have come to a decision.
Okay.
We will depart Taral in the coming days. Other nations must be informed about Alexandria, a necessary step to ensure lasting peace.
Okay. They're going back to their, like, sort of diplomat-y thing.
Then, we shall return to Garlemald. Our experiences here should serve us well in the ongoing restoration efforts.
Okay. Actually, that reminds me. This is our first 14 stream with my audio updated, isn't it? It is. Oh, we get to hear me voice act all of these characters in beautiful high definition. We've come to a decision. We will volunteer our friend here for anything and everything we can think of. We're going to go off screen.
However, one pressing matter remains.
Here's that volunteering part.
Calix's summoning ritual was tied to a concept of his own creation. Ascian involvement is assured, but we have yet to ascertain the extent of their influence on the Ninth.
That's right. We fought like the embodiment of the concept of death. Last patch, I forgot. That's right.
I have done what I can to treat the enthralled and those still afflicted with Levin sickness. I may now devote my undivided attention to an investigation.
Then we shall leave this one in your capable hands. Do let us know if you turn anything up.
I missed this game. I'm glad we're back.
It's Erenville. My time in Tural is at an end, and so I'm headed to the harbor now.
Yeah, I missed this game. I had to take a break because I literally couldn't afford my sub. Still a little scuffed on the affording my sub. It actually does remind me I want to hit a button here in a second if they'll let me. But I missed 14.
We'll meet again. Of that I'm certain. Until then, I wish you safe travels.
Bye, Ironville. Good luck. Yeah, you could have let me know in time to see you off.
And pull you away from more important business. Perish the thought.
I can teleport, Ironville. You can't pull me away from important business. I can be wherever I want to be.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Sorry to interrupt, but I thought you'd like to know. I've detained the fugitive. He promises to tell us before he sets sail, only to try and sneak aboard his boat with nary a hug goodbye. Cold bastard. But there's still time before they weigh anchor.
Amazing. Wait. I really do like where they...
That boy. We should make for the harbor ere he wriggles free of Lamachi's grasp.
I do like where they took Wilkelmot's character.
If we're heading the same way, we might join him on the ship. Good company is always welcome on a long voyage, is it not?
There you go.
What? Now? I haven't finished packing.
What do you need to pack? You wear the exact same clothes all the time.
Knowing you, the essentials are already accounted for.
Ugh. Fine, if we must. But you're helping pack the rest. And I hope you've decided on a souvenir for use.
I have several ideas as it happens.
I miss this crew.
Ever aligned in purpose, if not execution.
I miss the sound.
Lest you wonder, Kryl and I intend to remain here with Y'shtola.
Mr. Grahatia. Mr. Jonathan Bailey. Becoming ultra famous. He's what was it? People's Sexiest Man of the Year, I think, for 2025. And, you know, fair. It's a fair one.
To continue our study of the key, naturally. By all accounts, Preservation's facility promises to yield some answers.
Shale has been conducting a more thorough examination. She may have insights to share. Then why not invite her along to see everyone off? Surely she'd want to be there too.
Hi, Svein. I forgot you were also here. Yay! Wah 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 wah. I go. Let's go to the back room. Still the most hilarious name for a. Still the most hilarious name for a hideout. Just for me personally. it sounds like a club. I was gonna say it's the name of was the name of a gay club in Memphis, but I think that was actually Backstreet. I know I could teleport, by the way. I'm running. We're taking it easy. Don't let me do it. Yeah, I've been enjoying the PoE2 League. You know, now that I can actually get into it. I'm still working on the thing. I think it occurs to me that I think I missed Impale's message. Or at least I forgot to read them out. Yeah. Yeah, you're in the interludes. Impale. The Act 4 stand-in. The Act 4, 5, 6, etc. stand-in. Bridge. Some kind of interlude. I like the interludes that they've done for PoE2 to like bridge the gaps. I had fun with them. I'm in the same spot. I'm also in the interludes. I am not fast with this is not the way. I recognized it as I was running. Yeah, I'm not in maps. It takes me forever to actually progress in PoE2. I'm not particularly fast in PoE1 either. Like, I'm not one of those people who hits maps in like 4 hours in PoE1. But it takes me days to get there in PoE2. Still need a new PC to play it comfortably. That's right. You said you were on a 980 Ti, right? Still. Yeah, it's a little heavy. I don't know why. Like, PoE2 looks good, but it's the same engine as PoE1, just with like updated like models and textures. Like they're built on the same engine. But yeah, for some reason it's way heavier to run. 980 Ti might be a bit struggling. I had one of those. I had a 980 Ti for years. It eventually died on me, sadly. It dedged. So I had to get a 1660 Super, which wasn't an upgrade. It was like it was basically a side grade to the 980 Ti. Because it's all I could afford at the time, and it was like right when GPUs went nuts. You couldn't buy anything new anyway. I had to use that for a while, and then my 3080 Ti it's an EVGA 3080 Ti, so it's the last generation of EVGA NVIDIA cards. And I like put myself like on the wait list for. Like they had because this was when it was impossible to buy graphics cards. So I put myself on the wait list and finally got one. So, and I've been using it ever since. Which is good, because I can't afford I definitely can't afford a new GPU, and will not be able to for a while. I should put just an insane GPU on my throne wish list, just to see. I think it would be hilarious. I don't ever expect anything to happen on my throne thing, but That's where this mic came from. This was a generous community member that bought this mic. Certainly we could crowdfund a 40, wait, what is it, 5090? Or the AMD equivalent, probably preferably. Certainly we could crowdfund it sometime in the next decade. In gaming on your laptop, which has a 3050 Ti. Yeah, that's definitely better than the 980 Ti. Not, you know, it is, you know, it's a laptop card and everything. I mean, yeah, like you said, laptop gaming isn't ideal. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Trying to upgrade hardware right now is so scuffed. I mean, it has been for a while, but now like RAM is probably tripled in price from what it was this time last year. GPUs are still obnoxious, and I think CPUs I think are the one thing that's sort of just been like doing their thing. Basically because people aren't using CPUs for, you know, crypto or AI. LLMs. There's like, I think CPUs are still fine to get. But yeah, like everything around them kind of sucks. But I'm sure it'll get better and not just continually worse. I'm just praying that none of my hardware dies. Because basically be it for me. I was stressed out enough because my for those who know, my all-in-one, my like CPU cooler. Check Discord? Sure. We're just bantering anyway. Beautiful. The RAM I want, some nice Corsair Vengeance. The RAM I can afford. The truck, yeah. Probably cheaper. Oof. Oof. Nice. Good memes. Good memes. Yeah. Yeah, my all-in-one died, so I had no CPU cooling. But thankfully, my pack rat self still had my my actual CPU cooler, the one that came with my the one that came with my previous processor. I had which is suitably called a Wraith, like so and so Wraith. Fan. It's not an all-in-one. It's it's a classic like fan and heatsink, but and it's very loud. I've just been doing the job at least, so I got lucky there because spending money. I'd like a new all-in-one, ideally. Keep my goodies cool. Heading to the back room. Here we are. I got some mocha, like a mocha peppermint oat milk creamer in my coffee. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I feel very festive. I feel very festive drinking it. Still working on how much to put in there, because a little goes a long way. Nice. I usually just throw like some oat milk or soy milk coffee. It's usually go to. You need a festive hat? I do. I might have one somewhere. I'll have to look. If not, I will do my scuffed clip art. I'll do a scuffed clip art hat and just put it over my camera. as we head into the holiday week. Santa Wraith. Exactly. I could pull off Santa. I am at the point in my life where I could pull off a full on Santa, I think. I have reached my my wizard arc, my full wizard arc. I need to shape the beard, but I've been digging the long beard. Can't even get it all on camera. I'm digging the long beard. I didn't think I would. I thought it would annoy the crap out of me. I thought it would. Well, you could rebrand your emotes to be green and red too, seasonal emotes. I do want to be able to do that kind of thing. Even if I don't do it this time around, I do want that to be a thing in general. I know some other people do the I know like a bunch of other channels do a similar thing where they like seasonalize a lot of their emotes. I do kind of want to do the same thing. Yeah, the beard suits you. I saw you without one, it terrified me. Yeah, it's not a good look. It's why I've almost always had some amount of at least scruff. Clean shaven doesn't really fit me. I don't have much of a chin. Besides that. Beard can hide a world of hurt. I've always had a weird relationship with facial hair. I have never really liked being clean shaven, but I've had jobs where I've had to be, that kind of thing. Given my own inclinations, I've always had some amount of at least scruff. Unless I get super annoyed and shave it all off. Which is where I was around the early months of the stream. I just decided to send it. Just wizard. In my wizard arc or my daddy arc, I guess. Although that one's a little unhinged. Feels weird to say. But in terms of, you know, I guess the gay archetypes, I'm probably there at this point. I'm probably in that one, if anything. Feels weird to say. I don't like to think of myself as old. Like, you know, oldish. But I'm a middle-aged man. That is just an objective truth. So, it's probably the most fitting one. Certainly not a twink. That's been a minute. Been a minute since that one could have been applicable. Ancient? Oh. I am. I was old when the world was young. I've seen it all. That's not what Shale said. I realized I clicked the cutscene and did a voice, but no, that was me. I'm the one that was old when the world was young, not Shale. We're not getting some weird Shale lore. I do not remember what she sounded like, though. Dreamer, why don't you write down your voices? Like Mr. Books said that you should when you're doing voices in a game. Because I'm bad at this, y'all. What news, Adamelon? Can't imagine you brought an entourage along to simply say hello. Dang it. Literally right into the ad break. So we'll start this cutscene over again in about 3 minutes. As per usual, I take my breaks. Stream does. Y'all do the same thing. BRB. Welcome back. Yeah, sorry about that. You know, sucking occasionally pops off. And that was a little loud. That was perhaps a bit loud. Welcome back. Had your voice at around 20% volume and then had to turn the break screen down to 1. My bad. I tried to keep it pretty balanced, but I do have it balanced. I do have the music balanced for the stream tunes stuff that I usually play. Oh. Noted. I can't believe you got me down at around 20%. Am I that loud? I don't have myself tuned up that much. Or I'm roughly at the thing. But I guess, you know, everyone's mileage varies, right? Just at work. Oh, right. Right. Fair point. That's fair. You're saying I shouldn't scream. Shouldn't scream. You're probably safe there. Odds are I'm not gonna do much screaming. Where was I? Oh, right. What news at Emlon? Can't imagine you brought in an entourage along to simply say hello. God. That eager to be on their way, are they? I'll join you. I owe them thanks on behalf of Oblivion, after all. I don't know. She does not sound like an actual human person. She does not sound like an actual human person. There are streamers I've had to stop lurking as much because I'd get complaints. Yeah. I will do my best to be good. I try to keep it fairly, you know, I try to keep it fairly low-key and relatively PG. I do my best. I don't have the screen. I don't have the screen. I don't have the stream tagged as like 18 plus. So I try to not make it 18 plus, which also tends to make it fairly safe for work. Feels weird. Feels ironic. Since most work should be 18 plus. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm glad I'm still on the lurk list. Reza. Huh? Oh, and here I thought you would protest against being parted from your work. Well, I am curious to see what emerges once every piece of the puzzle is in place. The majority of the files we've unearthed are encrypted. There's little else I can do till the computer's finished with them. Besides, unlike our friends, Containment Complex 1029, Isn't going anywhere. Oh, in other words, we won't be getting any answers today. Yeah, afraid not. It's gonna be a while yet. Whoa, pro voice acting. I am available to hire. Any game devs out there who need a set of scuffed voices and or you know, really anything. Containment complex sounds like a dungeon name. Have we done that already? I feel like that was a dungeon where we got the encrypted stuff. Can't remember. It has been a minute. Oh, and shall we? Oh god, I don't remember what Sphene was. Oh, that's right. Sphene was super country for some reason. Like a Southern Belle type. Remember? Bless your heart. Then shall we depart for Tuliolo forthwith? Even Lamachi's strength has its limits. I do declare. Without further delay, then. It was the zone that had the locker. Ah, yes. The locker. That infamous locker. Yes. Still one of the most unhinged things I'd seen. 14. Well, it's saying something. Really, that's kind of saying something. That's right. We need to go to Tuliolo. Yeah, I'm testing out specifically 4 days when we play 14. Testing out doing some 14 music. It's a little bit of a gray area, or even more of a gray area. Because, you know, we're playing 14. So, you know, odds are we could hear most of the songs in the soundtrack. Also, I'm playing it for the break, so they may yell at me anyway. If I do, we'll just not do that again. Yeah. I don't expect they will, because it's music from the game. But since it's... Oh, the break's running. Music on Twitch and YouTube is always a little awkward. Which is why I usually use that Stream Tunes and services like it are royalty free and not they are copyrighted, obviously. Everything's copyrighted. They're allowed. They're explicitly allowed for streaming and such, so you don't get DMCA'd, etc., etc. I associate some of the Stream Tunes stuff now with you now as a result. Nice. Yeah, I have like 3 playlists of theirs I use. Could have been pretty nice. They've got some stuff that I'm not a huge fan of, too. Kind of like the 3 that I sort of rotate around. Which is it's like the one that's literally labeled the content creator playlist. And then there's one for like lo-fi. And there's like a BitTunes type of one. Like an 8-bitty one. all fairly chill and kind of, you know, thematic, I feel like. Let's see. I wish you all would not make such a fuss. I'm not fond of emotional partings. At least Alphano and Alice were considerate enough to inform me of their plans in advance by Linkbo. Some people we know would have burst out of a crate mid-voyage. In any event, I shall wait here until they finish their reparations. I'm thinking of writing you a theme as a way to get back into music production, but Reaper isn't as intuitive as Logic, but Logic's expensive. That would be sick. I feel like I knew that, right? I feel like I knew you did some music production stuff. You did some stuff for your own channel, right? If I recall correctly. That would be sick. But yeah, don't feel obligated, obviously. Yeah, I have no experience with that. Like, even less experience than I do with other art things. Like, I can stagger my way through, like, graphic design stuff and some very basic art, like, tasks. Mostly because as a game dev, I've had to brush up against, you know, other disciplines frequently. But yeah, like, audio's one I'm a bit weak with. I've had to do some audio stuff. I've had to do some, like, but mostly on, like, the implementation side, like making sure it plays properly and, like, sounds good when it's implemented, that kind of thing. I haven't really had to produce a whole lot until I started streaming, and now I'm producing audio all the time. Right now, I'm producing audio. Technically. And if I ever decide to sing more on stream, which I occasionally get into, when I ramble off into an improv song in the middle of a dungeon. Technically counts. I need to wait at the meeting point, which I believe is over here. You can tell it's patch day. Happy patch day, everybody. You'll never see more people around in one, like, all compressed into one tiny spot. Sorry. I'm sorry, this guy's name is Lotion Boy? Sir. What's the actual point? Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, that's the Squirrel Emperor. Oh. Oh. Hardest part of the game. There we go. I got it. Yeah, I occasionally sing on stream, for better or for worse. I've never broken into a full musical number, though. I'm not sure that's my vibe. There's a setting somewhere to hide players from quest objects. Yeah, maybe I should, but also I kind of like seeing everybody cluster around. It's always kind of funny. Or I might have, if I have that issue again, I may have to do some toggling. That's probably why nobody else notices they're doing it. Honestly.
You look well. No lingering effects then?
He's recovering well.
I'm hale as ever. And busy with work.
Imagine.
I imagine there's no shortage of affairs to put in order. Are Kona and Galudra faring well?
Kona is off to survey our nation and its peoples. He wants to consult with local representatives and hear their thoughts on our policies.
I think we actually might have left somewhere better off than we started.
And
once.
Gulucha's really taken to his training. I feel like he's been spending more time with the Landsguard than me lately.
Good for him. You know.
Standing here, I cannot help but remember the day of our arrival in Tuliolol. The rite of succession feels so long ago.
It really does. There we are.
We knew not of what would happen between my father and Zorolja, nor of Alexandria and its queen.
Yeah. Our vacation did not go well.
It was to aid a naive claimant that you came to Tural. But you've done so much more for me. For the entire nation of Tuliyollal. We owe you a greater debt than we can ever repay. But that doesn't mean we can't try. Whenever you need an ally, we'll stand with you.
Aw.
Allow me to echo that sentiment. Not only were you kind to me when I awakened a stranger in my own land, you extended your grace to Alexandria again and again. And on behalf of myself and my people, thank you for curing the ailment that for centuries tormented us.
Yep. Modern medicine, then.
I'll look forward to our next visit. I'm sure we'll have exciting stories to share with one another.
Lighting on Alice there was intense.
Ever since I introduced you to Wuklamat, you've faced no end of hardships. Many of them her fault.
Those two.
Yet I feel no remorse, only gratitude. For without your aid, I would not have had the chance to say goodbye.
Aw.
Nor vowed to explore every corner of the world. To see what we haven't seen. Shall we?
I'm wearing sunglasses. Let's... You had that nod emote. Time for it to return, huh?
Rest assured, upon arriving, we shall make it a priority to visit Tataru and assuage her myriad fears.
Yeah, she's probably stressed out.
I expect the sight of you two will be a balm for her worry-laden heart.
Safe journey, and remember to enjoy it.
Give my regards to Oblivion. And thank you for all you did for my mother.
Bye. Bye. Not bye to go. We're not going anywhere. You're taking off for some reason, huh? Nice. We'll see him again soon, I'm sure.
Come back soon!
Take care!
The way they heard that.
That was a proper send-off. Now, time to get back to it.
Yay. What is it?
Duty
Us.
ever calls for she who loves her realm.
You dramatic explosion. That would be such a messed up twist. If they blew up the
Right.
boat.
Though, if you need a break, you're always welcome to visit Tulihiola. I'll give you the grand tour.
Be messed up. So, relatively likely.
I guess they're really over. Your adventures in Tural.
Don't worry, there's so much content I haven't done in Tural yet. Look a lot. I'll be back. So much. So much.
I'll remember our time together for the rest of my days.
Aha! Power resolve spotted!
Hello, bright boy.
The Landsguard is looking for you. It's sparring time!
Oh, good thing you're here then. Can't miss that.
So let's go already! Everyone's waiting to see the Vow resolve in action!
Sorry, I have to go. Till next time.
He's gonna be a good ruler, I think. As good as like a, this system of rule can get. Like, what was it? The diocracy, I think it was. We decided was the name of it. Not a monarchy, but a diarchy.
And thus do they take to the winds.
To follow their own paths and their hearts, as they should.
Yay. So yeah, where's the twist? Because obviously we have MSQ. The twist into the mist, you could say. The into the mist twist. Twist mist. Mist twist. Twist mist sounds like a candy. Twist is, there is no twist. We're just gonna have an actual chill time. That would be a twist. I don't know if I have any like Santa empty or lambs. I should see if I can dress up for the holidays. Like obviously she's dressed up for the holidays. You have to exist. Now it is our turn to take the next step. Question is, in what direction? And that is a matter I should like to discuss with you. Let's see, we need some food. Let's take some navel orange cookies. Yeah. Sweet cookies made from dough mixed with dried navel oranges. Huh. I'd try it. Twist Mist, a horror spin-off of Mist. I thought this was already a horror game. Because of all the moon logic puzzles. Wow, that's a proposal. Oh, if I may, I think it prudent to discuss our future plans elsewhere. We're liable to hinder the dock workers here if we linger. Perhaps the beach would be a more appropriate venue. Aunt.
Tis truly a beautiful place to roam.
It is.
An endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw them, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like I was walking among images from our oldest records.
Yeah, for those who don't recall, Sphene and Shale are from a different reflection, where the world ended. Which happens with a upsetting frequency.
And beyond that horizon
Yes.
are more lands and more people. That one I still struggle to imagine.
We ourselves hail from beyond that horizon, in fact.
Yeah, Raoul's also from there.
Rather, most of us do. I merely thought I did.
Right, but not actually. Because, yeah, for reasons.
Oh, that's right. I can only imagine how it must have felt to learn you're a native of our world.
It's confusing.
The fact that I wasn't born in the land where I've spent most of my life has taken time to sink in.
It's... What is it? It was like... Cryo was born there, but... the Lalafels from, that reflection actually originally came from this one. But, if I recall correctly.
'Twas not until I met my parents in living memory that the truth of my origin began to feel real. Your experience is not unlike mine. When first I awoke, the realm everyone spoke of sounded nothing like my own. I had to walk its streets, live and breathe it, before I could accept and embrace my new reality. And for me to embrace mine, I need to learn more about my people, the Milala. We should come upon more information in the course of studying the key, but as Shale's investigation of the containment complex is still ongoing...
Oh, are we gonna go searching for more info? Is that what our quest is?
Do you mind if we sought a different avenue of inquiry into the history of the Ninth?
I have no objection. What we learn will deepen our understanding of the broader picture.
Alright.
Agreed. My curiosity extends well beyond our duty to assess Ascian influence.
Friggin' Ascians, man.
If it is knowledge of the Ninth's past you seek, I have an idea where to begin. Alexandria was originally part of a landmass known as the Mist Continent.
Ah. Thus into the mist. I see.
This continent had been left in ruins in the wake of the storm surge, with Alexandria the sole nation to survive the devastation. The calamity of lightning that ravaged the world.
Aye. Per the sources we recovered from the Underkeep, though the conflict between nations was destructive in its own right, it was Levin that dealt the final blow.
Every time I hear them talk about Levin, I get thrown back into Smash. It was Robin Fire Emblem. One of his weapons in Smash is the Levin sword. It's also one of the weapons in Fire Emblem. He uses the Levin sword, which is a lightning aspected sword. So, you know, makes sense. Yeah, every time I see it, because that's the first place I really saw Levin used this way. Or, well,
No place was spared its fury, and all was chaos in the castle town. We tried to evacuate the people in airships, Otis, the knights and I, but we couldn't save everyone.
that wasn't great.
Those who survived gathered within the barrier, and we took in as many foreign refugees as we could. Yet, despite the dangerous environment, our system showed that there were some few souls who ventured outside the barrier, into the lands beyond.
Levin is also the name of the lightning spell in Dragon's Dogma. Must mean something. Yeah, I don't know where it came. I don't know what the origin is, but it seems to like be functionally like the element of lightning. Like Levin. Yeah, I don't know what the origin is. I don't know where it originally came from. But yeah, I've seen it in a few things since. Interesting.
Beyond? But we thought that was impossible.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I didn't think people could actually survive.
I was under the impression the star was scoured of life, that man could not survive outside the barrier.
Going by the records, the storm surge extended to every corner of the world. Nothing and nowhere was spared. If anyone did survive out there, it would have been an unimaginable trial.
And yet, those people must have been going somewhere. What if there was a refuge? A place that weathered the storm surge and rebuilt over the intervening 4 centuries?
That seems insane. But I'm guessing we're going to find out that that's the case.
Given Alexandria's displacement to the source, we had neither cause nor opportunity to survey the remainder of the continent.
Living memory remains physically in the 9th. If we seek a means of egress, other than the portal connecting it to Alexandria, perhaps it might lead us to the Mist Continent. Living memory was not transported here despite being a top Everkeep. In which case, it may have been a physically independent space all along.
Yay.
Meaning, another point of egress could well exist.
And if it does, someone has to be maintaining it. The mechanical soldiers, for instance.
Kinda sounding like some kind of dungeon. From Middle English 11. Spellings in Middle English and Early Modern English include Levin, Levin, and Levin. The earlier etymology is less clear. Thought to be related to Gothic Lemuni. Not even gonna try. Ultimately from Proto-Indo-European Luke. Bright to shine. Huh. Possibly a regular reflex. Possibly North Germanic note. Possibly from a lost substrate. Go. But yeah, it's like, like fantasy lightning. Yeah. There's a lot of fantasy is based on like like medieval times. Well, of course they would use like Middle English. Interesting. Thank you for looking that up, Gil. Yeah, today I learned. Yeah, so they're not exactly sure where it comes from, but it's like evolved from a way back. But it wasn't made up. It wasn't like made up by somebody doing a fantasy thing. It was actually already a word. Cool. No.
Shall we have a chat with them and see what they know?
Yes.
If it please your majesty.
Will you accompany us? If we do land upon the Mist Continent, I would feel much more assured with you at our side.
Sure, I'd love to explore a new reflection. I'd hate to see you obliterated by some lightning beast. I wouldn't miss it for 2 worlds.
I thought as much. Into the great unknown we go, then.
Right. Now that's settled, I'd best be off. I still need to check for decryption errors periodically. I can only step away for so long. With luck, I'll have plenty to share next time we meet. Until then... I don't know why she sounds like that now. Let the rest of us make ready for a potential foray and meet at Laynode Memino. There. Yes, let's go to Laynode Phenomena. Phenomena. Do. Hey, I did miss routine. Hi, Robin. How you doing? Yes. My Chocobo is named after the Smash / Fire Emblem character. Yes, indeed. Because Robin's a bird. Robin the character is not a bird. Not even vaguely related. But a Robin is a bird. So. You know. Plane? This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Clerk PX0093. If one wished to descend to the surface from here, how would they typically do so? Living memory is currently detached from Everkeep and is operating independently while supported by its aerial suspension systems. Thus, both lift and Laynode-based transit currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. Beep boop. Despite its ability to remain aloft, perhaps living memory was never intended to function in this state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Not necessarily. Lifts and lay notes were likely the preferred methods of transportation. That does not preclude the existence of others. In the event of an emergency, how would we evacuate this facility? Consulting emergency systems. Keep living memories. Airship remains prepared to deploy should evacuation be necessary. Would your majesty like to appropriate it? Question mark. Beep boop. Airship. An airship. Of course, it always returns to airships. This is Final Fantasy. No matter what the technology is, all things return to airships. Yes, please. As soon as possible. As soon as possible. Right. You lost your southern twang in that last one. Beep boop. With your majesty's authorization, the vessel can be readied for launch without delay. Allow me a moment to execute the bypass protocols. Beep boop bow. Robot. Robot voice. Safety tests have been successfully completed, setting the Gate of Remembrance as initial destination. Vessel is en route. Beep boop. There's no evidence they talk like that. But they do. They do for our purposes. That is an airship. In like the truest definition of the word. Is that my ship? It was purpose-built for living memory. However, it was modeled after the vessel Your Majesty used during the Storm Surge era. People. Oh, a replica. Still, it does me good to see it. It does look cool. Alright, well, deploy the gangway or boarding. This way, please. Beep boop. Acting. In order to reach the surface, we must pass through these storm clouds. I advise you to brace for turbulence. Beep. I should have a voice changer. If nothing else, to give me more vocal range. What if I really want to sound like a robot? Real no. They've got stuff for that. Alright, let's see what the ninth looks like, y'all. Let's see how terribly this trip of taking a hydrogen-filled airship through a lightning storm goes. Well, I guess it is the one they used, like, when this was going down, or a replica of the one they used this is going down. So maybe it's okay. Maybe it has that handled. This looks pretty desolate. Oh, right. The badges. Keeps them from being zip-zapped. The ward Alice gave me is reacting. Though not to the extent of the 13th, the etheric imbalance here is severe indeed. It does serve to impress upon one marvel of that barrier. The lightning and heritage found is tame by comparison. This is not a great situation. Pretty apocalyptic. The land where Levin reigns. Land 11. I have a hard time believing that anybody like survived out here. Because, you know, everyone but me has to wear a ward to keep from, you know, getting thoroughly bodied by the etheric imbalance. A sobering sight, to say the least. But I shan't turn back now that we've come this far. I know you shan't. And neither shan't I. Despite the ominous landscape and persistent echoes of thunder, trial is determined. Sleepy, sleepy wraith. There are no structures, nor any other signs of survivors that I can see. I suspect the crater made this area unsuitable for habitation due to the increased risk of flooding. We should look further afield. Which direction do you think we might find a settlement? If we're at the edge of Alexandrian territory now, the closest city would be Trano. Could it survive? As a city-state built on a harbor, it was a nexus of trade, and it remained neutral throughout the war. We Alexandrians always felt fortunate to have it in our neighborhood, so to speak. Nothing like our rise the time. Ah, yes. Alvin has spoken of Rise the Hind before. It's near the South Sea Isles, the Malala homeland, correct? Funnily enough, it was also Trano where the Malala first found a home in our world. That sounds promising. Really? Yes, and though the Malala population elsewhere grew, most continue to feel a strong connection to the city. I'd like to think that some remain there to this day. But, again, apocalypse. Clerk, PX0093, is the ship capable of taking us to Trano? I shall run a flight simulation for the route to Trano. One moment. Beep boop. Simulation complete. There is a near 100% probability that the ship would suffer catastrophic mechanical failure prior to arrival due to ambient lightning. My apologies. Oh, well, thank you for checking. Well, if we can't fly, we shall have to walk. Trano lies beyond the mountains, but there should be routes that spare us having to climb. Like this one, right here. This gigantic convenient cave. This cave system, for instance. Assuming it hadn't collapsed. Let's try there first. Nailed it. I'm gonna have to get back into the my vocal fitness routine. I forgot how much reading I do. Of course, we're doing a lot in Persona as well, so yeah, it'll be okay. The tunnel appears intact. Though we have no way of knowing what it's like further in. Mind you stay alert for beasts as well. Given the barren surroundings, they're surely ravenous. This week, now accessible. Ah, it's a dungo, chat. It's a dungo. Oh boy. I will probably try it with the duty support first. We'll see how that goes. And then if it doesn't go well, then I'll try to queue. The queue will probably be pretty quick today, so as everyone else is doing it. But I'd like to try it with the duty support first, just to see what's up. Yeah, I think they changed duty support. Yeah, how? How now? How now, Bronco? I only like glance at the patch notes. I probably should read more, but I did not. You get one free res now, rather than just insta-wiping when you die. That would be huge. That would be incredible. Because that's my one complaint about the duty support stuff. Is that, like, you have no margin for error. That would be a... That would be awesome. We got a break coming up here in a second, though, so I'm gonna run that a little early. I think, because it's coming up in like 4.5 minutes. But we can just do it early. I don't have to make y'all wait. And then when we come back, we can dive into a brand new dungeon. Chat. Be cool. Also, it's a pretty cool backdrop. What's the thing to remove the UI? F10? F11? 12? 9? 8? 6? 5? 4? None of these? Okay. Hope that selects my character. Button to remove the UI. Like, scroll lock. There it is. Scroll lock. Yes. Taking a picture. Also, we... hold on. When undertaking duties via duty support or the trust system, players will now receive the willful status effect after being incapacitated by a boss and re-challenging the encounter. The willful status effect is expended when a player would take lethal damage, allowing them to survive with 1 HP. When the effect is triggered, the player will be temporarily immobilized and the will to live status effect will be granted, restoring HP to full. Stacks of willful are granted in accordance with the number of times a player is KO'd, up to a maximum of 5. Each stack allows the player to survive lethal damage once. The willful status effect and any remaining stacks are removed upon defeating the boss. Amazing. I love that. I love that. That's basically exactly what I wanted. So like the first time you would wipe, but the second time you get one free res. Third time you would get 2 free reses, so on. If I'm reading that right. Amazing. Because we've gone in, we've had some loops. We've had some res loops where I tried to duty support some of these dungeons. That's awesome. Also, is that a tower back there? Y'all see that? There's like some tower outlines. Also, Armvale and the Zamail Darkhold have both been reworked. Cool. Neat. Hey. Yeah, thank you for looking it up, Carissa. I really like that. Then yeah, we're definitely going to test out the duty support thing. It may still be an element of, I still want to do it in a party of like people, but this does seem to make it more viable. We'll see what's up. The Lurk can play some Guild Wars 1. Have fun. Thank you for the Lurk kill. Enjoy your Guild Wars action. We'll be here. Well, after we get back from break, we'll be here. Thank you. Enjoy. See you later. Yes. Since I am actually catching it ahead of time this time, and I didn't need to even run the break early because we were reading through stuff. I take my breaks when the game takes its break over here on Twitch, aka when the ads run. I recommend that y'all do the same. Get up, grab yourself some water, maybe a snack, or even just, stretch a little bit where you're sitting. Close your eyes for like 30 seconds if you spend all day at a computer like I do. It's good for you. And then we'll be back here in about 3 minutes to do the new dungeon. The new Mist Vale? Mist something? Mist Walk? Mist Walk. I think it was. Stay tuned, everybody. BRB. Sorry, went a little long. I wanted to grab a little bit more coffee and use the restroom. We can power up for our dungeon run. Let's go. Let's go. I want to enter Mistwake. Mistwake is the name of it. With a party of NPCs. Yes, welcome back, everybody. No. Well,
I too can fight.
I suppose yes. No multi-classing for Ishtola currently. So, we're taking this squad in, it seems. I guess we'll let Sphene do things. Insufficient item level. I'm four item level up. Alright, well, I have to fix something. How dare. Let's see. 740. Give me my phone. Wait. 35, 740, 710, 750, 720. 5, 10, 35, 40, 25. Okay. So I need new gloves. Really? Some better gloves would probably do it. Guess I can try. How much money do I have to burn? Not a whole lot. Well, actually, I do have a decent amount because I forgot I got some. I have 895k, so I should be able to buy something. I need to not be here to do that. It's awkward. Where can I do that from? Needs to be one of the main places, doesn't it? Yeah, I can't mark it from Solution 9, can I? Not enough for a full set of the new crafted gear. Day 1 they go for so. Yeah. I don't necessarily want a full set anyway. I'd rather farm it up a little bit, but no market ward in Solution 9, correct? Yeah, that's what I thought. Go to... We'll just go to Gridania. We'll just go to Gridania. You get tombstone gear if you have math tombstones? Do I have any math tomes? It's an excellent question. That's an excellent question. Control C. I have some. I have 428, apparently. I can also exchange these, so. Like, I think the heliometries convert, right? I could probably also do that here, right? Well, where's the tome vendor? Where's the I probably do need to be. I know like every place has different nonsense. I can never remember this part. Shopping is the hardest part of the game. Yeah, let's check tomes. Let's check the Tomelandia. Oh, where do I need to be for that? Is that would that be Solution 9? Or would that be somewhere else? Yes, that is. Good. Others? Oh. Nice. Yeah. I mean, that's what these tombstones are for, right? So, might as well spend them. This I probably can teleport to. Yes, I probably can. Where is it? That's not where I wanted to go. Where's the shop? This one. Nexus Arcade. I assume it is there. Along with everything else. Alright. What's the guy or the gal or the peoples? Probably the Tombstone Exchange people, huh? Where's the conversion? Do you do the conversion? No. Magique. Should be the right of the other counter. Like over here. Maybe this one? Nope. Maybe this one? Nope. that's the shop. Okay, this. Oh no. Oh, probably maybe the token exchange. Main exchange. What all this is? Not this one. No, does not seem to be. Gemstone trader. Nope. Vendor? Also not. Need to repair any gear. Maybe it's on the other side here. No, that's the air wheeler dealer. Maybe it's just one of these. Oh, well, what? I don't think I have any of this there. What are you? Sublime Curiosities? No. You sure he doesn't do it in here somewhere? Not seems so. I mean, I'm slightly short on being able to afford any of these. We know there's a way to convert them. Maybe it'll tell me. What if it just told me? For limited time, certain NPCs will be able to exchange it. What if it just... Like another... Oriana and more donuts. Fair enough. That works for me. That works for me. Is more donut. Donut. Oh. 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 Yeah, like I'm taking crazy pills. Just when there was one here too. There very well might be. I just might be missing it. Blind? I mean, yes. Quite obviously, yes. Things we go to the right, you can sort by expansion. Oh, yeah, that might have been smart. Hi, Arya. Totally not Stark. He still wants to hang out with me. It's fine. We got there. With this. Seems every day we have to stop dealing in this or that type of tombstone. Inevitably, there comes a point where Rowena says they're not worth the hassle anymore. Might be as I still have use for them, though. Even you don't need, I'll give you something more desirable. Exchange these for these? Well, so. Alright. Not a 1-to-1, but that's fine. That's fine. Now we can go back to solutions. Definitely be enough stuff now. Yeah, I think it was like 400 and something, I think. I think I needed like 495 or something like that for gloves at the very least. And that gives us 874. So we've definitely got enough for a piece. Definitely enough for a piece. Has the eye level cap gone up again with this patch? You know, Grace? I did not look. I assume it has if there's new craftable gear. Assume it has. It always does. Wait, what? Mathematics 750. Oh yeah, you're probably roughly 780, huh? Maybe like 790. All right. Yeah, we can get some gloves. I think gloves. I said gloves were the best call, right? 540, 710. Yeah, it's like my worst. My worst bit. Necklace and gloves are my worst. Might be able to get both. 375 and 495, maybe. Let's say gloves first. Doria gloves of casting. This is the best ones I can get. Hold on, right? Yeah, I don't have any. I don't think I have any mnemonics. Those are the new ones, right? Yeah. Do show red mage. Good call. There we are. That way I don't accidentally buy the other one, the healing ones. Not a cap. Gloves. Doria gloves of casting. Eye level 750. Notably better than what I'm using. Notably. Cool. Let's do it. Alright, so that gives us 379. So I could also get a new necklace. I probably should. 710's a little low. 710's a little low. Do both. Get us caught up a little bit. And hey, this is what they're for. Choker's necklace. Choker's necklace. Alright. Take a minute of gear, please. Yep. Love. Oop. Oop. And do it while I'm in the shop. Well, you should let me. Here we go. Ew. Glamour. Save me. Save me, Glamour. There we go. 738. Still not super high, but it's enough to get us through the dungeon. So, that'll work. That'll work. So now we need to go back over a layer. Now you can get dungeon gear, right? Should help as well. Watch, I'm gonna get like gloves and a necklace from this dungeon. Watch. Immediately waste the gear. immediately. Probably. Although I don't know what eye level this dungeon will give. Probably pretty high. So it requires. Since it requires 735. That is the crew we can take in. Not sure, but I assume it's relevant. Yeah, probably, right? Brand new dungeon. It should at least be appreciable. Guess we'll find out. Boots. Alright, let's do this thing. Now, part of the reason I want to do this as duty trust is I'm out of practice. The other reason is because I want to see all the lore. So, it's a little easier to do that when I'm not running with a party. Looks cool. Little rocky boys. I wonder if we have started to mix up the design yet, though. Because, you know, there's a lot of run corridor, do boss, run corridor. I assume it still is. maybe they're gonna start mixing it up. Do your thing. See if I can remember how to play this game. Well, to start off with, we need to be doing multi-target.
Try this.
Okay. Music fun. Yeah, I have no idea what to expect in this dungeon. We'll see. We'll see exactly how scuffed the boss fights are. Maybe I'll be fine. Maybe I'll one-shot every boss fight. Maybe. It could happen. Not incredibly likely. It could happen. Depends entirely on the fight design. Some fights I have no problem with the first time around. Even as a scuffed player. This is a cool dungeon, though. Very high-res textures, as is in the tradition in Dawn Trail. Like, oh god. Jesus. That is a Final Fantasy ass monster right there. Like, you'd expect to see this in like Final Fantasy 3. Sorry, 6. Alright. This. Last.
Hold still.
Last. Blast. I blast? I did blast. Nice. Trying to remember the rotations. We're back after a long break. Kind of want to. Wow, I went in as Red Mage. Could have tried Black Mage too. Mist Wake things. Reloaded. I should have precast. so good, but it's never the it's never like the chaff is a problem, is it? There's always it's always the bosses. I'm not doing incredible damage. I'll tell you that. Should reorganize that one. Go ahead, Graha. I believe in you. Oops. I still had a cast I could have used. Oops. Or get back into the rhythm of it. As much as I was ever in the rhythm of it. This is not a pro 14 player stream. I'm not going to be topping any DPS records. That can happen. But we are going to have fun. Be topping the fun records. That made any sense. I don't think that sentence was English. Really? Yeah, we've got myself as Red Mage. We have Kryl here as Painter. Sorry. Paintress. Sorry. Victim answer. Alright. Treno Catoblepus. Catoblepus. He just looks like a friendly dude. I don't want to kill him. He looks chill. Look at him. Alright. This thing. Get a burst phase out. I feel like those rocks are going to be relevant. Let's see. Ow. Yes. The rocks are relevant. Out. Last one. All right. Oh. I fucked up. What do I put that? I screwed that one up. I broke like all of the rocks. Ugh. I'll pull them north. You know the deal, huh? Put you down, bud. Thank you. You know the deal. Lightning big rock? Apparently. Rent.
Something special for you.
Assuming he doesn't have anything else crazy
Hold still.
going on. This seems pretty manageable. As much as I'm trying to ruin the fight. Right. Nuke him from orbit, it's the only way to be sure. No. Break from trial. All right. Ouch. Banish him. Thank you. Okay. So far, so good. Alright, I got a melee hat. Got a melee hat. I guess we can see what the eye level is, though. Oh boy. 755, looks like, for the stuff in this dungeon. That is indeed relevant. It's higher than my, if I can get with the mathematics tum-tums. So I would take it. I think that would also mean it's better than anything I have. Yeah. 750 is the highest gear I have, I believe. Yeah. So maybe we'll get something. Oh, they did do something. Something's amiss with that barrier. Yeah. Looks like it's cracked. Oh. Like, where's the interaction? Oh. Oh. Yo. We grinding? Nice. I don't know why, but I was expecting to have to, like, jump the tracks. Having, like, I was expecting, like, a QTE. They are striking us late. Uh-huh. Whoops. Wrong button. But they didn't. They did not make me, They did not make me. I don't think that's really a thing they do.
Allow me.
Y'all are enjoying our return to FFXIV. I'm glad to be doing it. I like this game. Controversial opinion. I enjoy this game. I'm happy to be back. No lightning, Reno, please. Is this treasure coffer gonna have some stuff for me? Isn't an amulet a necklace? Oh no, it's apparently a bracelet. Take it though. Can't do it in combat. Fine. Oh. Hey, it's upbeat. Oh, score. We'll do one round of a blasty blast, just to soften these guys up, just to save some blast use. I think we're coming up on another boss here momentarily, because this is the design. Yeah, I get why they do it like this. I do wish we got a little more variety in the dungeon designs. Yeah, we gotta taking one of our 735 pieces to 755. This is a buff. This is a buff. Ooh. Give me more. Cool dungeon though. Like, aesthetically this is very neat. Earrings of melee guy-ness. Not me. Go ahead. Graha. There you go. Was in fact not a boss yet, so I could probably spend some more resource.
Take this.
I could do my multi-target combos too. I wanted. But I'm not. Like a multi-target burst. I'm not speedrunning. And you can't make me. I say it would literally just be me spamming E. Literally just be me spamming E. Looking for chests. No chests. Get in there. And then we can roach.
Allow me.
Yeah, I guess the I guess they changed magnification a little bit. I don't remember what it did before, so it's not incredibly relevant to me.
Brace yourself.
But I know they got rid of like it having multiple levels. Now there's just a level of magnification. And then seems to do stuff with like ranges now, which I don't remember what it did before. What eye level was the gear again? The new stuff is 755. The Mist Wake gear. Slightly better than the Tombstone stuff, so definitely an actual upgrade. Higher than the Tombstone mathematics stuff, at least. Lower than the tombstone of memetics, I think it was. All right. Inducia boss fight. Let's go. Get him, Graha. I got your back. Alright, let's see what's up with this guy. This is going to be one where I need to watch what Sven's doing. Okay. Interesting. Gotcha, gotcha. Don't love that we're on the same side as Graha for this. Okay, you probably don't want to touch the balls. Oh, see? Okay, okay.
No holding back.
That I even buffed Graha with mana, or like my barrier before he took his tank buster. Look at that. It's like I'm a real gamer. It's not giving me a ton of time to do my... combos. It's fine. It's fine. Oh boy. Here. I think I'm too slow. Ow. No, we're still good. Nice. Beans on point. I don't have anything for you this time, bud. Blast him. Blast him. Blast him. Alright. Stack. Ah, well. Unnecessary magic barrier. Nice. Tombstone get. Okay. So far, so good. No boots. No boots for me. Boots for someone else. Which was this? Wait. This way? Yeah. Very cool. We're seeing another city in the ninth. Oh wow, with actual... We got people. There are people here. Guess that is the point, huh? I'm falling back into the rhythm a little bit. As much of a rhythm as I've, ever got. Getting back into it. Red Mage isn't, particularly complicated. Not a shocker. I'll Molinay a few times. There you go. Oops. I forgot I could do the I can still do the rest of my combo when I'm Molinay. Rest of my burst. Once I Molinay times 3. Triple Molinay. Hit him with the old... Is that a Jabberwock? That's a Jabberwock. Yo. The old Jabberwock. Classic.
Take this!
Classic. Right. Molinay. 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 Blastinay. Molinay. 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 Blastinay.
Try this!
Nice. There we go. There's my multi-target combo. Multi-target burst, I think. Slouching again, though. Why y'all let me slouch? Oh, jeez. Wrecked him. Wait, is there a chest? Chest. I'm paranoid about missing chests. No, doesn't look like it. Because it matters. Like I said, I actually need this gear. Oh, there's one. There's a chest. Help me, guys. The piety materia. Rude. Dry. I don't need a piety materia. Even if it is a piety materia 11. That's scams. Big old scams. Did it do that when you would drop like an identical piece of gear like that you can't get in the trust? I don't know if that's a thing. I might be talking on my ass. I don't know.
Hold still.
Still. Do this. Do that. One of those. Can't help that guy. All right. Onward and upward. I like the music in here. Nothing like crazy. Kind of nice. Dang it. Where's my gear at, yo? Stop giving me materia.
Hold still.
Like where I'm at right now in the game, materia doesn't feel like a reward. I don't know. Materia feels like min-maxy. Like when you're trying to eke out that last little bit of power.
Hold still.
Not really the stage I'm at. I'd rather get, you know, some gear. I'd rather get some gear. Even if it's for another class, honestly. Because, you know, maybe I'll need that. I do have many other... Cutscene. Shut up. Hi. Thunder Gust Griffin. The survivor of storms. Giant burp. Alright. How are we doing? Time-wise. Who ran this way for shelter in grave danger? We got 4 minutes till the break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run our ads right now before we go into the fight. Like a smart gamer. Smart streamer, even. So yeah, I'm going to run the ads a little early. I recommend y'all also take a break so that you don't miss anything. But thank you for hanging out for the ads. They do help us out. Yes. Take a break with me. We'll be back in about 3 minutes to fight this absolute unit of a griffin. So far, the dungeon's been going well, so hopefully this continues that trend. Stay tuned, everybody. BRB. And the 14 soundtrack is so good. Welcome back, everybody. How are we doing? Time for the Thundergust Griffin. He's ready. What do y'all think of the fit, by the way? I'm wearing I'm wearing partially the Final Fantasy 15 MC body armor or body. I think Cloud's pants. I think. But I recolored everything, so. I think. Not a new fit. So we've worn it. We've worn it a lot. But now I need to actually go through and like look at other classes' stuff and see what I want to do, because now we can do it from anybody. Very exciting for those glamour enjoyers, which, you know, Fashion Fantasy 14, Final Fashion 14 is the real MMO. So very exciting, the glamour changes, the unlocked glamours. All right, let's do this thing. Tapping the room. Go get him, Graha. I believe in you. Graha? 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 Oh, thank you. Nice. Be on the lookout for mechanics. We have Thunder Spark coming in. Okay. That's just... You blast the shit out of this. Noted. That's... Whoop.
Brace yourself!
Where'd he go? Okay. Alright. Yeah, we got a little... We got a little bit of a... crack the AoE type of deal. So, as per our duty thing, it will be mostly me chasing around. I was a little worried I was late on that one. I didn't see what spell that was. Seems like it was Thunderstruck again. Thunderstruck. Oh. Actus Fiend. Where are we looking? Here? Very scary AoEs. Nothing too insane from this guy yet. Wow, threaded the needle on that one a little bit. Oh boy. I said ow, but actually we're fine. How you doing, bud? Adjusting. Barrier. Nice. What you got going on? Okay. Alright. Jeez, that one's scary. Little break. I was about to say, I better hit it. So good. Let's get back over here near Steam so she can AoE a little better. Hey, let's go. Da 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 da. Yay! Is this the Final Fantasy IX victory? Or whichever Final Fantasy was based on this reflection? I can't remember which game this one was. Nice. Did it. We did it. And I did not get any other gear. We got 2 pieces though. We got the We get 2 pieces? Okay. Oh, we only got 1, didn't we? The other one was the one we replaced on our end. I'll take it. Sick. Yeah, that's a cool dungeon. No more screams. Interesting. Yeah, this is a cool barrier. I should have gotten a Wondrous Tales. This Wondrous Tales is so expired. Very expired. Leave duty. Let's see where we're going from here. Where do we go from here?
And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone.
Okay, that's weird.
And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are.
That's me.
Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
So this is like a routine thing?
Our helpers, were we being watched?
Likely.
So the city endures. And it is in much better shape than expected.
Yeah, I guess they got that barrier up. This is like an actual city.
Impressive, considering the destruction without. The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
And it's a red barrier. And y'all know that red barriers are evil. Right? That's the way this works.
Their barrier resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale. And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
It sounds like they made it sound like it was pretty routine. And they've obviously had people out there like fighting.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
What? Oh my god, it's all Lalas. Sorry, Malalas. That's all we saw earlier. A city full of Lalas. I say, don't tell me it's another fiend. That would be wild.
I am Miaili, the mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now.
You don't see a lot of Lalafels with, like, visible wrinkles. I wonder if that's just them advancing the tech, or that we just don't see many, like, older Lalafels. Or Malalas. It's very confusing, because they're kind of the same thing. Yeah, it's what we do. Fight monsters. Only occasionally cause the apocalypse. Frequently stop one. Yeah, there they go. There are people who are gonna lose their shit over this, though. This a whole city of Lalafels. At least it seems like
Might
it's
I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
it's complicated.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened, Meowly.
I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day.
That was a queen.
And sure enough, I'd swear you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. You must forgive me if this takes some getting used to.
Yeah, fair.
It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please. What happened to Alexandria?
That's right. They're still in, How did they get to... She said one of their kind went to Alexandria, right? But... Like, I guess Alexandria didn't move until fairly recently. That's right. I was gonna say, it was like, Alexandria is not in the ninth anymore. I guess that happened relatively recently.
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria.
I mean, you were kind of wiped from the face of this star, to be fair.
Scouting party sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people.
Eek.
I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality.
Okay. So far, so good?
Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall
Where's
join
this
them.
going?
Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sven's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
Yay, time to explore a new city.
In light of our purpose here, a tour of the city is indeed in order.
Not.
I presume you have no objection?
Never. I am physically incapable of objecting. I don't have a shake
With
head
your
emote.
permission, then. But before we go,
On the channel. I'm pretty sure there's what I can get. But in the channel, I don't have a shake head emote.
allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryle, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
What?
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
Whole new city to explore, chat. Whole new city. This one seems more at a tech level of what we'd expect. I wonder if it didn't get time dilated? I don't know. Maybe it didn't, they just didn't go ham on the electrope. It's cool looking though. I love the architecture here. The once again the Dawn Trail texture artists popping off. Like the texture artists and modelers, all that. Going ham. I mentioned it when we were playing through Dawn Trail itself, how everything is gorgeous. Obviously higher resolution. Love it. I love it. Crazy. When you use actual artists and let them cook. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy what you get. Of course, I'm gonna say this, and then Square Enix is gonna like force them to AI art the next expansion or some complete nonsense. And I'm gonna lose my mind. Again, I trust the Final Fantasy team. I don't really trust Square Enix as a publisher. Rip that incoming sponsorship, I guess. They're not sponsoring me. I'm a small fish in a gigantic pond. I'm a little goldfish, maybe a guppy. Why, if it isn't our new friends? Thanks again for making short work of our foes. You've gone to the trouble of seeking me out, and only assume it's for a good reason. You want to help me? Odd, but I'll consider it. Before anything else, though. No, okay, before anything else, what are you wearing, Lamal? Like, y'all see this, right? He appears to be wearing, like, some kind of, like, it's a bodysuit. Like, you know, it goes around his neck. It appears to just cover, like, the center of his body, and then go down into his pants. And then presumably around to the back. What's happening here, bud? What's happening with the fashion choice? And then he's got the jacket on over it to make it less weird. It's a choice. Like, y'all are seeing that, right? Because I'm pretty sure that's skin. Over here. Very interesting. I must insist you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. You may find it the teensiest touch too sour for your tastes, but it'll set you right. Just tip it down your throat. Open the throat. Chug it down. I mean, how bad could it be? Drink the mystery liquid. Oh, well, it sends us to a blackout, so.
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
I had his voice nailed. Refreshing.
That means it's working.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studium. Nutritious, they assured me.
Whoa, they had nutritious Jello at the studio?
I can relate all too well. It's not unlike the syrup Lena used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there's no better cure for fatigue.
Is this tea? Or coffee?
You know, Raha,
It's pretty black.
going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure.
Nah. Scholars don't be sleeping on normal hours.
Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
That's the caffeine.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
No, it's just the caffeine. It's in your head.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Huh? Nice.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Art.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions.
Also, yes, this is 100% a one-piece black bodysuit happening here. Like, you can see the skin. What? Why? I'm not.
And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now,
Can wear whatever he
welcome
wants.
to Treno.
It's growing on me though. Where can I get this fit? Where can I get the mole fit? The glam? Is that a new glam? I'd wear it. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? Again, I don't try to copy the actual voice actors. I just do my own thing. Well, I'm Lamol. That was me announcing our victory earlier. Since grandmother sent you to help with repairs, you'll know that I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems the people at Treno may have. My favorite kinds of work include taste-tested menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, searching for lost positions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Name. Spell speed, please. You may now enter Mistwake with a party of NPCs. Just like you did already. But you could do it again. And yeah, that one was pretty viable for the duty. Duty. Let's keep it going. Well, is not yet ready to release you to the sweet mediations, or meditations even, of manual labor. Ah, yeah, the repairs. Are you certain you want to be put to work? You come all the way out to visit us, you must have more important things in mind. You've already helped protect the city. Actually, the goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. The whole continent? You come from across the sea? Across a sea. A sea of stars, you could say. Not exactly. We've actually come from Alexandria. Alexandria? Quite sure? No, sorry. Of course you're sure. It'd be rude of me to doubt you. It's just not every day that we get visitors, let alone from a nation that up and vanished. I know that it must come as something as a shock. This is our first time in Dreno. We should like to get to know the city and its people. Why we propose lending a hand to those in need. I see. In that case, why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone would have already come for a cup, but the fiends made quite a mess this time. Might be a while before some can step away from their work. Never fear, though. Even if their hands are busy, they'll be more than happy to spare a few words for fascinating folks from afar. We would appreciate that. Thank you, Limo. You're the ones doing me a favor, honestly. Here, take this badge. I'll deliver some to Town Hall, so you can attend to areas you haven't seen yet. Does that bodysuit come in? Oh, bye. Bye. Yeah. Larry on a run today. Larry's had to ban a couple of accounts. Thank you, Saribot. Any of my fellow streamer brethren out there, if you don't have Saribot running on your channel, do yourself a favor. Do it. Shout out, Saribot. Yeah, that's right. He has a custom response when you shout him out. Very, very cool. He does a lot for the Twitch community. His bot. Including banning other bots. Of the spammy kind. And the followy kind. If we split up, we can spend more time speaking with the locals while ensuring everyone receives the remedy promptly. Do each take a portion. Of course. What? This is just salty sounding. You know, rest assured that I can handle pouring liquid into a cup. No, of course. I haven't had my fill of conversation yet. I too should be glad to dole out a few servants. Wonderful. Let me divide this up. One for you. One for you. And one for me. Amelon, why don't you make round to the southern part of the city? Raha and I shall tend to the north. Right, let's go and acquire some insights. All right, let's go. Excuse me. Literally an entire city of Wallafeld. Very adorable. Somewhat confused about the scaling of the city, given that info. I assume it wasn't originally all Wallafels. Heck? The heck? Oh, that's his shadow. Oh. I saw that black form in the water and I was like, oh no, we're getting weird. We're getting weird with it. It's just his shadow. It's the dauntless laborer's shadow. I don't know, something about the greenness of the water made me jump right to Cthulhu. You must be one of the visitors Lamilla mentioned. Odd place to be visiting, though. Oh yeah? Well, I have a herbal remedy for you. I guess it's like green tea. Looks like a dark green tea. Oh, you came to deliver the remedy? Thank you kindly. I was just hauling beast carcasses in for processing. Copped a good dose of discharged energy for my troubles. Brought on 11 sickness, something fierce. Still, we don't go hunting outside the barrier. We don't want to waste any part of the creatures and find a way in. Belts that are highly charged with lightning ether are the most valuable, of course. And them with the right stuff, and you can turn them into protective clothing. Keep you from getting zapped. The beasts you felled will all be put to good use. Thanks again. Interesting. Some art. The smart play. Okay. Yawning all of a sudden. Or coffee. Reflective fighter. Oh, you're that monster slayer that I saw earlier. It's an honor. Have some green drink. And you brought the sleepless Rhapsody? Bless you, I'm dead on my feet after that battle. We don't usually have that many beasts breaking through at once. Practice keeps one's skill sharp, though. Going away, I'm glad for it. I learned a thing or two from watching you. Oh, I can hardly wait to get to work on my grimoire. I have a number of ideas for improved geometries. The thoughtful application of new learning is what keeps our ancestors' magic alive and flourishing. Fair enough. No. No. Yep. Fair enough. Well. That's a fresh face if I ever saw one. And what's that in your hand? Some of that green. I do love me some green. Oh, don't mind if I do. Safety inspections take priority, but the battle doesn't feel over till I've had a cup of sleepless Rhapsody. I am proud to say that I have some small part in preparing it too. The herbs come from my very own growery. One of the greatest discoveries of our time is that seeds carried in by invading creatures can be cultivated into remarkable plants. Plants with the potential to mitigate the lightning's effects. And with as many hides as we have this time, not to mention stomachs, entirely possible we'll find new varieties of herbs amongst our harvest. Yeah, so they actually like optimize their use of the beasties that get in. What's happening over here? This isn't where we need to go, but hey. We've seen these before. Doesn't make them less adorable. Welcome, newcomer. This is our little past patcher. We raise birds mostly. They give us a good supply of eggs and meat. More importantly, their feathers make us soft as pillows. Put it over here. What you up to? Oh. Run around. Don't think I want to go through there. Would it even let me? No. Oh yeah, they also, I did see in the patch notes they added a command window. You could I don't know where I'd find it near. There's like a they've added a new UI element that you can put all this extra stuff that you don't necessarily use constantly, and then like it's like in its own shelf that you can turn off. Don't know how to do that. I don't know how to get to it, but I'll definitely have to try to set that up and see if I can clean up the UI a little bit. As much as I like having my my mech warrior like battle UI, I could probably trim it down a little bit. Oh yeah, and then there's this. This is the other big thing they released. Strategy boards. I guess you can you have like a field, and you can set like stuff for the enemies, and you can actually set up like you can pre-plan for like encounters for like raids and dungeons and such. Kind of sick. You can do this spread, do close spreads. Neat. Full party. Obviously, I don't need to do necessarily anything with this right now, but yeah, you can see you can do all sorts of stuff. It's very cool. And then you can like create them and like share them. Add objects if you want to do everything manually. Cure healers, barrier healers. DPSs, range versus caster versus magic. Very neat. People are going to have a lot of fun with that, I think. Being able to plan stuff ahead of times. I don't need to do anything with it necessarily right now. So, you know. And obviously I don't have any shared. I assume you can, like... I see. Yeah. And then, yeah, people can share them, and I guess you can get your hands on them somehow. Not necessarily something I need to do yet, but I bet people are going to have fun with that. It being I'm sure people had like tools for it already, because Final Fantasy XIV has been out for a while. But having a tool in game is always very convenient. Hi, Crow. Between the three of us, we ought to have covered every area aside from Lamels. One of the people I spoke with asked me to pass something along to him, and he hasn't returned yet. In the meantime, shall we discuss what we learned? Or...
Fascinating. I appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details.
I'm so thorough.
I too learned much, as I helped to treat the injured's wounds. The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Spheen's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well, or that the art had spread all throughout the Ninth.
Interesting.
Then there are the symbols and tomes, which are highly reminiscent of Arcanima.
Right.
If these elements indeed originated with the arcane geometries of the South Sea Isles, as in the source, 'tis curious that they have developed in so similar a manner on this shard.
Yeah, there's like a term for that, right? When seemingly disparate things with a similar origin, like, evolve similarly. Despite being, like, totally separated. Convergent evolution or something. I can't remember the exact term. And not necessarily just evolution.
Mind you don't share that with any other graduates of the Faculty of the Arcane, lest they beat you to publication.
Did you learn aught of note, Raha?
I spoke with one of Treno's storekeepers about how they obtain their supplies. Though they are few and far between, other settlements yet exist on the Mist Continent, with a rail system facilitating the flow of goods between them.
That's actually impressive. Like, we're finding out that maybe more people survived than we thought.
Unfortunately, barrier breaches trigger an emergency failsafe on the main line, so the train is presently stopped at a midway point until operations can resume.
That seems dangerous.
There are also maritime routes, but they see only occasional use. Often, as now, Treno must make do with what is to hand.
Yes, I guess I assume that the barrier tech must have propagated out, because that seems to be the only way they could make this work. Even if it is, like, not 100%.
In addition to this constant state of scarcity, much of Treno's populace suffers from Levin sickness, not to mention the frequent attacks on the city and the resulting casualties.
Yes.
Yet everyone we've spoken with seems undaunted by these hardships. They are not only surviving, they are happy in spite of it all.
Yeah, you can't daunt a Lalafell. They're undauntable.
Where there is
They're
life,
dauntless.
there is hope. And when one believes in a better future, a tomorrow even the slightest bit brighter than today, there is naught to be done but build it. Until, stone by stone, a city rises.
A noble city with noble purpose.
What's the twist? You good?
Is aught the matter, Lowell?
I think I've dropped something and now I can't find it anywhere. I'm doomed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is it this by chance? While I was distributing the remedy, I was asked to pass it along to you.
What is that?
Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm not doomed.
Adorable.
Is that a tracking device?
You've a keen eye for technology. This thing picks up on the ether of the creatures that get through the barrier.
Yeah. Draw's been around the block.
That explains how you knew when they'd been vanquished.
Exactly. It shouldn't show anything now, but I can switch it on like so.
Please don't show anything. It shows slightly more than that. Oh.
No, 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 she's going to kill me! Say, how'd you like to meet my sister Ayane? She's an electro engineer, so she knows all sorts of interesting stuff.
Right.
I take it she also built that device.
So you'd like us to take it in your stead?
Oh yes, that's my sister. She's a genius. Everyone says so. And she won't kill me in front of other people. Probably.
Classic.
I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to watch her work? Maybe you can even help. It'd be, you know, edifying? Please! I beg you! Please!
Alright. I'm in.
I suppose that's that then.
Nuts. Amazing. Well, we can start the next quest. We're not gonna be able to get very far, but we can start it and get through this cutscene. Probably. Famous last words. At that moment, A&A, or at the moment even, A&A, we'll be waiting just past the park. Let's be off before anyone changes their mind. Good thing that we are almost out of time today, Jack. I am very tired. All of a sudden.
Ah, our visitors. Thanks for lending a hand earlier, but what brings you here?
Cracker broke.
Lummel, what did you do?
You know that, advanced monster tracking, what's it? It may be a teeny tiny bit,
You broke it again? How many times must I tell you that we're running low on electrope? I'm an engineer, not a bloody miracle worker.
They're wearing the same bodysuit. Okay. Going into a bow?
I beg your forgiveness.
Nice.
I'm on my knees and everything, see?
I love this game, y'all. This is so extra.
And since we have guests, Can't you let it slide? Just this once?
He dragged you here just so I wouldn't tan his hide, didn't he?
A little bit.
You'd never believe he's the elder sibling. I'm so sorry.
Please, don't be. We're glad for the opportunity to meet you. And Lummel mentioned that you might have some work we could assist with.
There are guests, Lummel, not servants. Must we have the manners talk again?
Please
Already love
don't
their dynamic.
misunderstand. We asked to help, that we might learn what life is like in Treno. And with your expertise, we also hoped you could tell us more of how the city utilizes electrope.
Yes. Maybe we could help you upgrade your barrier.
If that's the way of it, then I'd be happy to share what I know.
When you spoke earlier, it sounded as if Treno had little electrope to spare. It's difficult to procure, I take it.
We never have as much as we need. And much of what we do have is repurposed. Well, you'll find me digging through the scrap heap whenever some vital device or another breaks down. Repairing that old barrier should be our highest priority. But we just don't have enough electrope on hand to do a proper job.
That's why. Okay.
And the longer we go without access to the mine, the worse it'll get. If only we could scare those beasts away.
Hint, hint.
Did we not pass through a mine on the way here?
You did. See? Be clear of hazards now.
You got rid of them? Just like that?
It's what we do.
So, the mine is safe for mining again? Hooray!
Adorable.
Leave the mining to your big brother. All you have to do is fix the tracker.
Yes, very well. If you go, do be careful. And once you get the machinery up and running, make sure to send some electrope over to the barrier service station.
Yes. That seems important.
Though we've cleared the mine, there is no telling what else waits outside the barrier. Shall I accompany you?
I'm so glad you asked. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do if I'd had to go alone.
As we did pass through but recently, I expect Raha can keep him safe without our help. In the meantime, shall we assist Ayane with her repair work?
Ayane. Not. But that assistance will have to happen next time, chat. We're out of time. We are out of time. So let's get a good view here. Let's get a good view. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, everybody. I'm glad that we're back. I missed this game. That said, our next Final Fantasy XIV stream won't be for another week. We may end up adding an extra stream into the week schedule, but for now, not quite. Which means that Thursday's stream will be our continued playthrough of Persona 5 Royal. So, if that's your vibe, make sure you stop by for that. Otherwise, very understandable if you want to hold out for Final Fantasy next week. I do hope everybody has enjoyed the stream today, though. I'm glad to be back in 14 land. It's just so much fun. Yes. I'm going to raid over to Mr. Content Delta, Mr. Barry Epps, Mr. Mathman. He's back after a pretty long break. He's had a kind of a rough December. But he's reviewing people's streams right now. So let's pop over and say hi to him. If you are a sub, you can use the first raid message. If you're not a sub, use the second. Even if you just plan on popping in for a moment and then heading out, still go ahead and drop the message in. It always makes the streamer feel good. I'll be over there on that side for a while. Again, Thursday will be Persona 5, and then 14 will be Tuesday. Thank y'all very much for watching. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you for lurking, all that good stuff. If you would like to keep track of what we're doing, make sure you follow me at all the places down below. Feel free to join the Discord as well. There's the link in the description on the YouTube side or in chat right now for the Twitch side. We'd love to have you. But other than that, take care of yourselves. Be good. Be good to yourselves. Be good to others. There's the ads. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Are you currently live? You are not. Brilliant. How is your music? I'm just checking to be sure. Who provides your stream music? YouTube, Spotify, other. There's no muting here. That's good. Are we okay? I think this is fine. Light Wraith! Light Wraith! Thank you so much for the raid, you absolute legend! How was your stream? How was Final Fantasy? Look-see at Carmenello in just a